Expectations are sky high for this fight. Will it live up to the hype? We're about to find out.
The wait is over.
All right.
The speaking stopped. The fight begins. Now, let's get the answers.
Under the bright lights here for this one. Really good matchup, and we're hoping for a really good fight. Marciano with one of the best right hands in boxing history. If he catches you flush, it's good night. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. Really good buzz in the air tonight. This crowd waiting for something special.
Can you imagine walking into this, Todd? Walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name. You can't even hear your cornerman whispering in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about you.
Try to relax a little bit now. Fight a little differently. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Just misses with that jab. Perfect counter shot. This fight has a real good flow to it. That jab misses. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this... Here we go, it's round two. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You're not going to see a lot of finesse and skills from this guy. He wants to bury his forehead in your chest and pound away.
Now, you've got to be fit to fight a fighter like this because they will stay in your face. They will throw punches at you. They don't even let you breathe. You've got to be fit. If you're not fit, the fight's over.
Straight right just misses. Dropped the guard now. What do you think of that decision? Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
When you're training to fight a swarmer, you gotta focus on your conditioning because they will push you to the edge of your limits.
You fight a swarmer, you've got to protect everything. The body with the elbows, the head with the forearms. You've got to try and push them off balance because they will just stay in your face.
Tried to score with that hook, but missed. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about a... There's the bell to start round three. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. careful they don't punch themselves out here. And he scores with the counter. Straight right just misses. The perfect counter lands. When you're facing a longer opponent like this, you've got to get inside.
Hard reach as well as speed, reach as well as power. What more can a fighter ask for?
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Got out of the way of that right hook. That counter shot lands. The straight right just misses. Straight right just misses. Punch, counter punch. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage. There's the bell for round 4. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Offense all the time. They both want the knockout. Where did that come from? Down she goes. I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
I've got to see that again.
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
Hard, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up from the stool again? That was a shot.
Halfway through the round, and they're struggling a little bit.
Not the best start, Bob. You know what? The cornermen now, it's down to them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Oh my! That's a game changer! How are they still standing?
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself.
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. Hold that thought! And we may see an early stoppage here. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round. On to the 5th we go. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
Straight right just misses. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. The defense failed them. They somehow weathered the storm.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
How about that time counter shot? Are we witnessing one of the all-time greats go down? I don't believe what we're seeing here.
Defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. I promise you all. There's the bell to start round 6. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
It's Rocky Marciano who hits a counter punch. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Doesn't always pay to be first. It pays to be last. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
Marciano fighting to survive. He's never been knocked out. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round. Round 7, here we go. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
No rest for the weary. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. He's in there with a Hall of Famer, a legend.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
That jab misses. A lot of effort being exerted here. It's Rocky Marciano who hits a counterpunch. Looks like he's going to move around the ring a little bit more, try some stick and move. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? The straight right just misses. There's a very competitive round with 10 seconds left. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has. And they're back at it again here in round 8. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Missing with that jab. Beautiful counter shot. Trying to fight like Roy Jones Jr. now, bouncing on the toes. These two were made for each other. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tail. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Good counter punch. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see. And there's the bell for round 9. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Not so rigid anymore with the stance. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
So he's going to drop his arms down here. Not sure that's the wisest decision. And that will do it. What a victory. And you can see here his face basically melts into his glove, and down he goes.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
happened. You saw it here live. A knockout win. Congratulations.
A knockout victory? That's not a knockout victory. That is somebody saying, I'm here, I've arrived. Try that again, it will happen all over again.